The new fashion frontier using tech to pick your perfect style before the clothes are even sent to you.
Meet the local style guru who turned her frustrations into a multi-million-dollar business.
Well, if you find yourself scrolling online, admiring outfits that you know won't look right on your frame, you're not alone. Enter Sarah Neill, who in 2020 was so fed up she decided to build a platform that would help women find inspiration for their individual body type.
Now, with a multi-million-dollar business to her name, the Mys Tyler founder is changing the way we shop online, and she's putting a spotlight on size inclusivity at the same time.
And the Mys Tyler fashion app founder, Sarah Neill, joins us now. Welcome to the show. So nice to see you. This is such a clever yet simple concept. Where did the idea initially come from?
So people assume because I have a fashion app I come from fashion, but it's actually the opposite. So I'm the person who hates shopping. I just don't know what to pick up or how to style things. But when you try to see something on a body that doesn't look like yours, it's very hard to imagine what it's going to look like on yourself. And even when I went shopping with friends that were very fashionable, I realised that they were experts at their bodies and not mine. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I could just find somebody who was my exact body double that I could copy?
Right, and it would be cool. And tell us how the app works and how it's changing the way people shop.
Yeah, so you can think of it like Instagram for fashion for women at the moment, and you sign up, you put in a few pieces of data that you would know without a tape measure, like your height, your normal dress size, your normal bra size, and then we have a fit algorithm and we match you to the creators that look most like you. So you find all your body doubles.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, and then if you like their style, you can follow them. And then your feed is a curation of clothes and outfits that are designed for your body and your style.
Clever.
What a great idea. So Aussies are spending about $60 billion shopping online. Wow. But 40% of them are being returned because they just don't fit.
Yeah. And, I mean, if you imagine just even going to a brick and mortar store, you take a bunch of things into the changing room, they're not all going to fit you.
No, they never do.
Yeah, exactly.
They never do.
So it might be like 1 in 5.
Yeah, right.
And so then you imagine that, translate that to online shopping, it's not surprising that you have like a very high return rate. And, you know, as Larry said as well, sometimes like you buy stuff and you don't get around to returning it. So I think that number is actually much higher.
Yes.
Hey, that was a private conversation. You've done some research for fashion representation and inclusivity. It shows that the average Australian woman is sitting around sort of that size 16, perhaps.
Yep.
So why is this data so important?
Okay, so, I mean, we know that fashion is not representative, and now we have like some concrete data to support that, to really drive diversity and inclusion in the industry. So, for instance, yeah, as you say, the average woman wears a size 16. We have also 37% of women wear a size 18 or above, which is considered by the fashion industry as plus size. So that is a huge segment of the population. And I think what's really interesting is that a lot of brands only go up to size 16, or if they have extended sizing, they often don't stock it in store. So over 1 in 3 women is forced to shop online.
Okay, so with this app, right, so if I go in and I put in all my data and it gives me somebody who is like me, let's call her Jessica. So then can I import other dresses from other sites to fit on Jessica? Is that sort of how it works? Or?
It's actually not like that. So even if you have any dress and you put it on lots of different bodies, it's not necessarily going to suit you, even if you get the right size, because your height, your body shape, your skin tone, all that plays into it as well. So rather than us trying to match you to a product, we say, we're going to match you to a person. That person is trying on 50 dresses. They're not showing you the things that didn't look good. They show you the things that make them feel great.
Okay, all right, and then I can then go out and try and find that dress?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So they'll link and show you what brand it is, and they'll link actually to that item.
Oh, okay, great.
On the topic of inclusivity, do you think the industry could be doing more?
Oh, absolutely. It's pretty shocking. And again, like this data is now like concrete evidence that we need to do better. Vogue Business did a review of Australian Fashion Week, and 1.1% of the looks were plus size. So compare that to 37% of the population.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yes.
The reason I don't take T-shirts back is because they're $10 in cotton on and parking is $12. So I think it's just not worth it, Kylie. It's not worth my time.
Yes, but think of like, you reuse them, don't you, and recycle them? The ones that don't fit. Yes.
Well, that's honestly the other thing. So not only
so
is
much
returns, it's annoying for consumers, but it's also really costly for the industry, but it's also really bad for the environment, like all the excess shipping, handling. A portion of returns don't get resold anyway and do end up in landfill. So, you know, we're really hoping nobody wants to be doing these returns. So if we can just remove the return rate. And actually, I should say that through our platform, our return rate is less than 5%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a ringing endorsement. Thank you so much. It's fascinating. intimidating, and it's a really simple idea, but obviously really well executed. So it's user-friendly. It's called Mys Tyler.
Lovely to meet you and congrats
Thank you, Sarah.
on that.